In this presentation, we are going to talk about biodiversity, the variety of living organisms in that particular area is called as biodiversity. Endemism or endemic species, there are some species found in one particular place. Ecosystem is the interaction between living things with their physical environment. Species richness, the number of different species in an area. So biodiversity hotspot are the areas included very high species, high diversity. When we discuss about the interaction found in ecosystem can divide into three. Feeding interaction, it means organisms need to communicate to find out their food. Competition among the organisms. The next one, it means they have to have fights or struggles. They have to have a competition to find out their food, shelter, homes, male and females. The last one is interaction between organism and the environment. It means they have to take air, space. For these things, organisms need to have a communication. Diversity can calculate using two index. First one is index of diversity, second one is heterozygotic index. For index of diversity, we need to have total number of species and also the number of organisms related to each species separately in the area. So then capital N goes with the number of particular species and simple N shows us the total number of all the organisms in the particular area. Heterozygotic index, so heterozyte allele, it means both dominant recessive alleles goes with one particular organisms lead more genetic diversity. If the heterozygotic number is increased, we can say the diversity is very high in that particular habitat. Next is about the adaptations. Adaptations can be divided into three: anatomical adaptation, behavioral adaptation, and psychological adaptation. So the structural differences, features goes with the body of organisms, just like camels, polar bears, they are adapted to specific environment. They have specific features. Those type of things we call as anatomical adaptation. Behavioral adaptation. Sometimes some organisms they behave in different way to avoid predators and avoid from high temperature, low temperature. And also the rate of metabolic activities also can be changed. Breathing rate, the ATP production, sweating. So these type of things we call as psychological adaptations. Hardy-Weinberg, he mentioned an equation to find out the allele frequency of that particular area. So finding out allele frequency is very important to show the diversity, it means diversity among the organisms. When heterozygous frequency is increased, again it will lead more adaptation. So in here P is related to simple P is related to homozygous dominant. Simple Q is equal to homozygous recessive. PQ shows us heterozygous. Mutations are important to give more adaptation to the environment. Due to mutation, we can resist for unhealthy condition. So naturally good mutations are selected, it's remain and move to the next generation. So this process is expressed by Charles Darwin. He observed when he was in Galapagos Island, he observed some certain things within organism. So we can categorize his observations into three, and also he proposed two deductions. First one, he found more offsprings are produced, but the population size is same. And also he saw variations among the same species. No one is equal. After that, using these three observations, he proposed there is a competition among organisms between same species and also among different species to fulfill their needs. So while they compete each other, the most suitable one survive. That is called as survival of the fittest. So that is the natural selection. Using this natural selection and also the adaptation, speciation lead due to some mechanisms. So isolation is very important, especially reproductively isolated. So this is important for producing new species. So this reproductively isolation can be changed due to season and also due to some physical things, just like volcanic reactions or for flood. So these type of earthquake, so these type of activities goes as mechanical and also behavioral. So we'll look into methods of isolation. It can be divided into two, allopatric and also sympatric isolation. Allopatric means geographical barrier. Geographic barrier is allocated, occur in that particular area. Due to this barrier, species divide into two different areas, so that will lead new adaptation among one particular type. After that, the new adaptation leads those species for not interbreed and having fertile offsprings. So that leads new species to occur. So that is called as allopatric. Sympatric means due to some certain changes, mutations present among the same area lead new species to occur. So those new species can't reproduce with the previous one. So that is called as sympatric speciation. So these organisms can be protected using two methods, exude conservation and in-suit conservation. Exude conservation means not in the natural environment, just like botanical garden, zoo. So artificially man-made ones can be protected to raise organisms. In-suit means we can allocate the same natural environment, plants and animals to live properly. So that is called as in-suit conservation. Thank you.